integrations part available. Now, these are why Motadata platform is so flexible enough. Because firstly, at architecture level, we carry plugin based architecture. So let's say, for example, any customer comes up with any specific requirement that we want to monitor this specific server or in this specific device. Okay. Then if at all the system is not having, if the Motadata platform is not having any such default template, then we can create one plugin for the same, because the entire architecture is plugin based. We just create a plugin, and within a single go, we would be able to monitor that device. So it's that simple, that any device that we are looking at, we look at servers, we look at network devices, virtualization, cloud, anything. System is quite flexible enough that plugins can be incorporated, and using that within a minute we would be able to monitor that specific device. Okay. And yes, the system is developed in such a way that it has most of the standard vendor templates available with it. Okay. And on top of it, we can have the MIBs incorporated with the system. So let's say these are all the standard integrations that are default with the system. On server side, we can see the cluster, Ubuntu, Red Hat, file monitoring, IBM AIX, and many more. These are all the applications that system supports. Microsoft
Meral,
Exchange.
can I ask a question?
Yes, Omer, please.
If we don't have any connector for a specific product, if the product supports the APIs, so we can create a new connector for that product.
Yes.
Yes.
Platform supports API. Yes, it definitely supports API.
So as a system integrator, can do it itself, or you will help them to create that kind of connectors?
We will help them create those type of connectors.
Okay, thank you. Because there are much more domestic softwares in Turkey, and in government companies, they want to see the connections between that kind of domestic softwares with the international softwares. And all of them supports the APIs also. Then we can create new connectors for that kind of softwares, I think.
Definitely, Omer. Plus,
Okay.
I would say that we have many standard integrations done with the platform. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if I say that, let me take a very basic example, which is globally, globally it is recognized. So let's say that any device in your infra is going down. Okay. Majorly, most of companies are using the ticketing platforms, correct? That for their internal use, that the user creates tickets and it gets resolved, correct? So with this platform, we have the inbuilt integration with the Motadata AIOps. We have the inbuilt integration with the another platform of Motadata, that is Motadata Service Ops. Service Ops again is an ITL compliant platform. Okay, and it has the entire service desk, asset management, and everything. So any alert which is being triggered on the AIOps would be automatically converted to a ticket. We many a times get queries from our customers that can the platform be integrated with ERP systems, or we can say any such ticketing platforms like Jira, ServiceNow, Freshdesk, or anything. Yes, platform can, because alarms needs to be created into tickets. So yes, such integrations are quite feasible enough with the product, and we have the default one with one of our other platform itself. So now I was on the docs part. So I was showcasing there's all these are the application that currently system supports. Like it supports Microsoft Exchange, Oracle, Postgre, Windows DNS, DHCP on wireless side, Ruckus, Cisco Wireless, Aruba. All these are the switches, standard switches supported, different type of routers, UPS, firewalls, load balancers. On AWS side, on cloud AWS, we support all these services. So all these are the services that is supported on cloud part. Then for the Azure part as well, these are all the services uh, that is for the Azure side that system can monitor. Same for the O365 for virtualization, for service checks. Okay. So all these are the standard integration that currently the system supports as a default. Okay. And on top of it, as I mentioned, that we can have any plugin created for any mix and match. Okay, so firstly, that I just want to walk everyone through the log monitor section on the docs side. So on the docs part itself, the second module that the system carries is the log monitoring. So there are multiple things that here on the log part we have catered. So firstly, that any different type of logs that are being generated on the network devices like system logs, audit logs, error logs, any kind of the logs can be ingested to Motadata platform. So that is again that Motadata is supporting multiple type of sources through which the data ingestion can be done. So specifically talking about the log monitoring, so we can collect the application logs, we can collect the server logs, we can collect the network log, and any other kind of log as well. Okay. Now, moreover to the highlights that what are the different features that would be carried under the log monitoring of the platform. So log monitoring gives us the live trial of any logs so that any network admin, they can directly take the live logs from any end devices and they can view those logs and they can troubleshoot through those logs from the platform itself. Then we also have the log explorer part, wherein the system showcases all the different logs being ingested and it gives us an entire dashboard view. So we'll get to know that what type of logs are being ingested into the system. Moreover, to the visualization side, so we have a log dashboard wherein entire different logs that are being collected from any devices would be showcased, and log EPS, the total count of log that currently Motadata platform has collected, all the details would be there on the visualization side. As I mentioned that the flow part here, we can see that what different kind of flows, the virtualization of flow and how the flow can be forwarded can be showcased on the system side. Now, moreover, on the admin part that we look down to it, that how the config policies can be configured, how the AML policies can be configured, how the agent-based monitoring can be done, right? How the metadata agents are, the audit part, runbook part, where entire automation takes place, all plus different use cases are there, plus user level settings that we want to perform. Let's say, for example, we want to integrate multiple users, right? By creating new or by adding, I mean, by configuring the password policies for them, or by integrating the LDAP to the systems. Okay, so there are multiple ways through which the users can be integrated with the system. And with that, different roles and access that can be defined. Everything comes under the admin part of the system. Again, as I mentioned, the backup and the restore part. Okay, so on the task manager side itself, from the product itself, platform itself, we would be able to upgrade the system to the newer version. We can upgrade the agents to the newer version. We can restore the older backups to the system, right? So entire thing can be covered under the overview part. I mean, the overview part of the backup and restore. Okay, then the network configuration management. So here the system showcases that majorly what customers they face when they have when they want to take the backup of the devices, right? So and how Motadata AIOps is helping them to take the running and the startup backup configs for any of the devices, okay, which we currently look down to into this session itself, right? Plus we can efficiently back up them, we can restore them, we can set them as baselines, we can also version control them, okay, and we can have them as per the customers need, right? So that is how the entire network configuration part have been configured. Okay, so I guess we are thorough with I mean whatsoever we concluded in the training side is already there on the metadata docs part. Okay, these docs are available online itself. You can always refer, and yes, as soon as the new modules have been added, these docs are updated on quarterly basis. So we'll have all the updated information about all the different type of devices that we look into.